Four!
The game of golf has centuries of history behind it. Asia and the Indian subcontinent is home to numerous golf courses, and the love for this sport has always grown down the years. What's the lesser known fact is that India, especially Assam, is home to rich golfing history and traditions. A fact which has been lost to time but never lost in the hearts and in the minds of golf lovers who have kept the golfing spirits alive in this region. Welcome to Assam. There is always an air of excitement to visit the enchanting state of Assam. The state, tucked into the northeast part of India, instantaneously brings forth an impression of wildlife, tea gardens, oil industries, and of course, the mighty Brahmaputra. Assam tea history dates back to the year 1823 when Robert Bruce, a Scot, discovered the consumption of tea made out of leaves during his meeting with Besagao, a Singpo tribal leader, at Rangapur in Upper Assam. Digboi is considered to be the cradle of oil heritage in the country. It is here, in India, where oil was first discovered.
It's very interesting, when the early entrepreneurs and the early oil men and engineers, they landed up here in this deep interior of the northeastern India. And, history goes back as far back as 1825s, when the British Army officers were venturing this region. They were on survey expeditions. And they did write back in their memoirs to the presence of a strange substance. In the meantime, the Upper Assam region, there was tea which had been commercialized by that time, and the tea industry was desperately looking for a fuel. It just happened that in a town close to Digboi, which is Margarita, they happened to discover coal. When coal was discovered, that became a major attraction for the tea industry. And in order to ease the transportation of coal, a railway line was designed to connect this region. They had engaged elephants to help clear the timber and help lay the rails. And it so happened that one day one elephant came with oil patches on its feet, and that's when the railway engineer noticed as to what this strange substance was. We are here in the Digboi Centenary Museum, and it was very close to this place, where they came and tracked the elephant's footprints. And it's a wonder of Mother Earth. They came and saw the crude oil was actually bubbling up on the surface. So this happened in the 1800s, and it happens even today. This place, the crude oil comes up right on the surface. The entrepreneurs and the early oil men and engineers had a very, you can say, the work-life balance, which we call in the modern day, found some good engagements as far as cultural activities were concerned. So golf was developed here. The golf course goes back as early as 1916. That's what our records say. And Digboi refinery has now completed about 119 years. So now we are continuing our march to modernity, but at the same time we've preserved this oil heritage of the country here in this little town.
And today, being a Sunday, we were lucky to be a part of Sunday golfing traditions, still being followed by the golfers in this region.
Mr. Mukesh Kumar, calling Mr. Mukesh Kumar.
Ball.
On visiting the Digboi golf links and our interactions with the golfers, it occurred to me that indeed we had stepped into a hidden golfing treasure in this upper Assam region, unknown to the world, as the story unfolds.
Well, for Upper Assam Golf Association, we have basically two very serious motives. One, to ensure that these heritage golf courses, 9 to 10 heritage golf courses are as old as 110, 115 years. So we have to protect those courses. And these are owned by private ownerships, by tea gardens, some are owned by oil companies. So that's one very important vision that we have to protect these courses.
I have been the secretary since May 2019. Bringing changes to the course, I just try to make the fairways and the green as good as possible. It's not an easy job over here in Assam because of tropical conditions and rain and the dry season and all. Apart from that, some infrastructure works, making the course look better, with better signages, and I just added a golf cart, which was a long-standing need for this course.
But yes, in terms of golf tourism, we understand that there is a huge potential wherein both golfers within the country and overseas spend 3 to 4 days here, play on the weekdays, even play with us on the weekends, and that's an experience which we want to give.
Actually, this part of the area, we need coach. We need coaching for small children, small kids, because in this part of the area, we don't have that infrastructure.
Secondly, we want to promote golf not necessarily only amongst the WOGA members. We are all corporate golfers. We enjoy our weekends. That's fine. But we know that there are a lot of hidden tigers here, in Assam is not only about jungles and elephants and tigers, but there are actually golfing tigers. We have seen our caddies who just looks at us and they have picked up and they play much better than we are doing actually. So we realize that we are not doing justice to the hidden talent. So our focus now will be the youngsters, our own caddies, to provide them a level playing ground, help them with coaching perhaps.
We were then introduced to Karanbir, who is the golf coach at New Delhi. Karanbir hails from Digboi, and being a qualified golf coach, helps the golfers in this region whenever he visits his hometown.
I'm a certified National Golf Academy of India teaching professional, and I'm also a Titleist certified TPI coach as well as a golf fitness coach. And I've also done my fitness certification from International Sports Sciences Association from the US.
The Doomdoma District Planters Club is the lifeline of the tea state managers and their families. The sports and social life has revolved around this club down the years in this region. Alongside the club is a sprawling 9-hole golf course at the Samdang Tea State.
I've been playing golf since 1992, and being based here in Doomdoma, this is one of the best courses. And over and above, we have Digboi, we have Zaloni, we have Margarita, Panitola, Dibrugarh, Naharkatia. Then we have the Army golf courses, the Air Force golf courses. Overall, about more than 10 golf courses in this area within a very short driving distance. And as for playing golf, we get, I think, twice a week. Most Sundays are taken up by tournaments, and practice days are Wednesdays at our club. We have the sports day, so golfers do come to the club and come to the course and practice.
The Doomdoma Golf Club is actually very close to me because my dad started playing golf here itself, and in fact when I was born this was my home club. So it's actually one of the most beautiful layouts of Upper Assam, of course, because and the scenic beauty around the golf course is also amazing.
Since this property is with the Samdang Tea Estate, the manager there does look after the golf course. Yuga, the Upper Assam Golf Association, also patronizes this golf course.
And it's very close to Digboi, and you know, I keep coming here to play. You know, the change in the altitude, the undulations in the golf course, it's a very challenging layout, and it's a very underrated layout as well. People don't think, even like after playing, they realize that how difficult this golf course is.
Doomdoma has about, once upon a time we had about more than 40 golfers. Unfortunately, it's dwindling a bit. We hope that people keep coming and to use this lovely golf course.
Well, this Digboi District Planters Club, originally it was a Maiden Memorial Club. It was there in the bank of river. I mean, the great mighty Brahmaputra. In 1950, there was a devastating earthquake that took place in this part of the world. And in that earthquake, the whole club was totally damaged. I mean, it was finished. And then those people, I mean, at that time it was Scottish and British planters. They have shifted that club to this present site. This is the place now. So this is a Digboi District Planters Club. And it was built in 1956. It's almost say 65 years old now. Look at the stars. But it's the same. I mean, it was built in 1956, and we have got the great history of club life in those days. This part of the world, I mean, nature has given a lot of things. We have got river, we have got hills, we have got history. Even World War II history also.
Digboi is the tea capital of India. We're very rich in the history of tea. We have plenty of tea estates, beautiful bungalows, heritage bungalows. We have a very beautiful next door neighboring state, Arunachal Pradesh, where you have motorbiking, cross-country biking and the Dambuk festivals and different music festivals. So this area is rich, very rich in potential as far as tourism is concerned. We just need to connect the dots. And once we connect the dots and we start looking at this in a slightly different, in a novel, in a new way, perhaps we will be more than halfway there towards making this a tourism-oriented, golf-oriented, what you call tourism center, and perhaps India, perhaps South Asia.
You can think about the PPP model also, the private-public partnership. We need that kind of entrepreneurship. One person, if he is coming up with having a experience in hospitality sector or maybe in the tourism sector, he can come, he can develop. We'll be one of the stakeholders. The government will be there. We can link up tea, we can link up history along with the golf tourism. We can develop golf tourism over here.
Yeah, I've been playing golf for almost 28 years now, and I think it's one of the best decisions that I made when I decided to take up the game.
On the club's backyard lies a pristine 9-hole natural golf course, peculiarly designed amongst the low and high-lying paddy fields. The golf course has a settlement of tea laborers and caretakers around the stretches of the golf course, which is open and has no boundary fencing.
तो अभी आप लोगों का मैं सबका स्विंग देखूंगा एक एक करके, तो आप लोग सेटअप में हो जाओ सब, ठीक है? और मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग स्विंग करो सब लोग अपना अपना, मैं एक एक करके फिर आके देखूंगा किसका स्विंग सही है। जब हम लोग रोटेट करते हैं बैक स्विंग में तो वजन हम लोगों का यहाँ आना चाहिए दाहिने तरफ, और जब हम लोग शॉट मारते हैं तो बाएं तरफ आता है हम लोग का वजन, ठीक है? तो वजन जो है आपका वो आगे जा रहा है ना, तो जो सारा वजन है वो अगर बॉल के ऊपर भी छोड़ दिया हम लोग शॉट मारने के टाइम, तो वो पावर के साथ बॉल दूर जाएगा हम लोगों का।
Having such a long tradition of golf, we've not really had any champion golfers evolving from here, and that's mainly because planters are weekend golfers, and so is the case with the armed forces and the oil companies out here. Only thing is the infrastructure is lacking, and for that, as we all know, it's an expensive game, and if we can get support from corporate houses and from the government, then definitely there is a huge scope out here for golf to evolve, and we can produce very good golfers from here.
As we leave yet another heritage golf course, one would only be left in admiration of the die-hard golfers, the tea state and the oil managers who contribute to keep these golf course facilities running, in spite of absence of a commercial golfing activity in the region as compared to the cities. Sometimes these golf courses are lucky to see one-off visitors once a while. And today, Mr. Avnish Kumar from Bangalore happened to visit a friend in the tea state and made it to the course, being a keen golfer. He was in for a big surprise, seeing the caddies play with mallets made of tree sticks.
अभी तक तो मैं और मेरी टीम 300 रुपए गंवाई है मात्र.
Here, Mr. Avanish's team has lost $300 playing with their modern golf sets against the tribal caddies' wooden mallets made with tree branches.
It's an amazing experience coming to this place amongst nature and playing golf in this beautiful golf course. The best part is that the boys out here are so encouraging, and they are playing with a single mallet and they're playing so well. So the whole experience is a new experience and I'm just loving it. The way they play so beautifully with these wooden mallets. See, this is a single wooden mallet that they use. It has two ends. One is a blunt end and the other is an angled end. Now with this mallet, they do take all the shots throughout the course on all the 18 holes. The blunt end is used for taking long shots as well as putting, and the angled ends are used for chipping and closure shots. With this mallet, the player has to use his own ingenuity to to adjust the speed of their mallet hitting the ball to ensure that the distance they would want to achieve or the height they would want to achieve. So it's far more difficult to play, but they are playing an amazing game.
हम जब 10 साल का था तब से हम कैडी भी करता है, तो हम लोग का साथी लोग, पिताजी लोग, दादाजी लोग खेलता था, उन लोग से देख देख हम लोग भी एक लाठी बना के खेलते खेलते बस अभी तो खेल रहा हूँ.
तिनसुकिया और डिब्रूगढ़, दुलियाजान, डिगबोई, हम लोग तो काफ़ी कैडी है सर. 300-250 हो जाएगा सर. सब तो खेलता है सर और थोड़ा सपोर्ट मिलता है और सबका इच्छा है कि आगे खेलने के लिए सर. अगर आप लोग का सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो और खेलेगा सर आगे.
हम लोग चाहता है सर बड़ा खेल हो और आगे बढ़ना चाहता है सर. हम लोग का भी इच्छा है.
And some of these players are single handicap or scratch players. And it's amazing to see them play with this mallet. The world needs to witness this to believe what they can achieve with just a single mallet. I am sure when I go back to my city of Bangalore, I'm going to explain it to the people out there, the golfers out there, that this is a different experience that they need to have once in their lifetime for sure.
রবট বাঁধলে কি ঠিক হয় বলতে স্লিপ নাই করে না ওটাই ভালো
हम लोग यहाँ में छोटा से खेलता रहा, छोटा से हम लोग 12 ठो है, 12 ठो झुकड़ा है। खेला में जीता भी है हम लोग 2 बार। जैसा हम फर्स्ट प्राइज मिला रहा, उसके बाद में भैया को मिला रहा, उसके बाद छोटा भैया को मिला रहा। आगे हमारा काट कर लाठी से खेलते रही, काट कर लाठी से खेली के भालो खेलते रही। यदि वही समय में हमारा लोहा लाठी यदि पाती तो आरो से आरो आगे दिए भालो खेलते पाती के जानी। तो এখন যেটা আমাদের ছোকরাগুলা খেলেন ভালো সে খেলবেন হলে ওরকম লোহা লাঠিটা में আগে দিয়ে রাস্তা চান্স পাবেন মানে খেলতে হলে খেলিকে ওসব তবে বাড়বেন ওর নাতিপতি भी খেলবে বেটা বেটি भी খেলবে তবে তো।
Along with the tea history of Assam runs the history of tea laborers, the sons of the soil. These caddies somehow meet their ends by earning daily wages to support their families while working as carpenters, masons, or casual laborers, as not much golfing activities happen here.
हम लोग तो बचपन से खेलते आए हैं, जब से हम लोग छोटा है, मान लो कि 8 साल से खेलते खेलते अब तक खेल रहा हूँ। मतलब अभी होगा 25-30 बंदा जैसे होगा। अभी तो सब बड़ा हो गया है, पहले जैसे नहीं रहा।
सात आठ बच्चे रह जाइए मैंने गेंद लाठी खेलते ले मैंने स्कूल छोड़ी दिले जाए कितना तो 7 कितना 9 से पढ़ी है तो हम नहीं जानती मैंने तो वही जाने आर अपन नौकरी भी छोड़।
एक दिन का हाजिरा 205 रुपया करके मिलता है उन लोग को। थोड़ा कुछ तो दिक्कत होता है आदमी को चलने में, क्या कोई घर में चलाने के लिए तो राशन पानी होना चाहिए, बाद में और कपड़ा लाते सब लेने पड़ता है, उसी में से चलता है हम लोग का।
हम तो काम ही करवाटा के भालो देखी पाई, गेंद खेलवाटा के तो अपना भालो देखी नहीं पाई। गेंद खेली की करबे को ओ खातिर हम कामटा के देखी भालो देखी पाई। आदमी के पैसा लगे, पैसा और गेंद लाठी भी खेली के पैसा नहीं पावे।
जब पढ़ाई तो खुद को छोड़ दिया, छोड़ कर के वो गोल्फ खेलने लग गया। सुबह से उठ करके वो गोल्फ खेलने चला जाता है।
हम लोग तो लकड़ी का से ही खेलते हैं और लकड़ी का से हम लोग बचपन से खेलते हुए आया है और लकड़ी का से भी अच्छा ही खेलते हैं। तो सब लोग का साथ में हम लोग कैडी कर करके अभी हम लोग भी बहुत थोड़ा मतलब सीख गया है। तो इसी वजह से हम लोग भी लोहा का जो डंडा है उससे हम लोग भी अच्छा ही खेलता है।
During the course of conversation, we came to know that there was a caddy golf tournament to be held at Zaloni Club Golf Course at Duliajan in a week's time.
सब लोग का जो सेट है वो सब हम लोग को थोड़ा सब लोग से हेल्प भी मिलता है और सब लोग को बोलने से वो सब लोग भी हम लोग को सेट देता है और सब लोग को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जो सब लोग हम लोग को भी हेल्प करता है।
We were amazed to watch these caddies play mostly par or a bogey every hole throughout with their one stick, a fact which will be unbelievable to golfers across the world.
जो हम लोग खुद से बनाते हैं सर, ये नाहर का पेड़ से, तो उसी से हम लोग खेलते थे। पीछे तो सेट नहीं है ना, इसीलिए हम लोग खुद से बना के और लकड़ी से खेलते थे।
गणेश ताती এই গোটেই খেলৰ পৰা আমি চেষ্টা কৰি চাবলৈ যে বেষ্ট 8-10টা প্লেয়াৰ উলিয়াই তোমালোকক আৰু এখন টুৰ্নামেণ্ট হ'ব খুব সোনকালেই। এইটো লিমিটেড টুৰ্নামেণ্ট হ'ব, ইয়াৰ টপ প্লেয়াৰক লৈ এখন খেল হ'ব আৰু তাৰ পৰা আমি বাহিৰলৈ পঠিয়াবলৈ আমি চেষ্টা কৰি আছোঁ। নাম্বাৰ 1। ছেকেণ্ড পইণ্ট যে গোটেই মন কৰিছে গোটেই খেলাখন কেমেৰা দি আজি কেপচাৰ কৰা হ'ব।
মুঠৰ পৰা ছয়টা গছ টুৰ্ণামেণ্ট স্পনচৰবিলাকে অল ইণ্ডিয়া আৰু স্পনচৰবিলাকে যথেষ্টখিনি পইচা জানিছে তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে। পাৰ্টিচিপেশ্যন ফিজ তোমালোকৰ খেলাৰ কাৰণে
if we talk about the caddies are required with the golfing fraternity. So to keep that in mind, definitely we do have a responsibility to promote their wishes, their aspirations along with the golfers.
There is a tight finish to this caddy golf tournament. The winner in the regular golf set category completed the course in 73 strokes, whereas with the 3 sticks mallet, the winner completed in 81 strokes.
Well played, 73, 1 over.
As I leave Assam, a lot of thought has come into my mind after visiting such pristine and heritage golf courses and seeing the struggles within. Indeed, the people, the golfers out here, for me, they are the tigers.
Once upon a time, we had about more than 40 golfers. Unfortunately, it's dwindling a bit.
These courses are as old as 110, 115 years. So we have to protect those courses.
And if we can get support from corporate houses and from the government,
अगर आप लोग का सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो वो खेलेगा सर आगे।
और आगे बढ़ना चाहता है सर, हम लोग का भी इच्छा है।
आगे दिए रास्ता चांस पावेन माने खेलते ले और नाती पोती भी खेलबे या बेटा बेटी भी खेलबे तबे तो।
Caddies who belong to the more humble backgrounds, and we look at them as our next tigers.
golf-oriented what you call tourism center in perhaps India, perhaps South Asia.
You know, I mean, we have passed through 100 years. Now we'll have to think for the next 100 years.
The world needs to witness this to believe what they can achieve is just a single mallet.
We have to produce the next tigers, and that's where we all can, join hands.
तो खेल के बहुत अच्छा लगता है सर, जो बचपन से देख के आया है, लेकिन आई लाइक दिस गोल्फ।